I'm back, 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 I'm back. I'm back and I'm bouncing. Wait, why is there a yoga ball out here? Who put a yoga ball out here? Oh, anyway, hello there. Welcome to back to the Nate Jackson Night Criterion thing persons. Yes, I'm back from my whatever I was doing, and that's yeah, I had a good time and all that. And I'm back, and we got movies, and that's coming straight from the well, you know. Anyway, number 154, Ronald Neame's The Horse's Mouth, starring Alec Guinness. Written by Alec Guinness, or screenplay by Alec Guinness, at least, from a book by Joyce something or other. Joyce Carey. I think it's Joyce Carey is his name. Yeah, Joyce Carey. Blah. Or is it a her? I didn't look it up. Anyway, yes, 1958, 95 minutes, color, English, blah, blah, blah. So, pretty funny movie, pretty great little comedy. I'm trying to remember the last time we had a comedy. Was that, I think, The Fireman's Ball? I think that was the last comedy we had. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm blanking that right now for some reason. Anyway, but let's talk about The Horse's Mouth, because it wasn't too bad. A little dodgy at times, but once you know what's going on, it's one of those once you know what's going on movies, you're in. So let's talk about this one. Alec Guinness plays Gully Jimson, a painter who just gets out of jail, and he has this tag-along student friend, this kid named Nosy, who follows him around and wants to be a painter just like him. And he's kind of like just a rapscallion. He steals Nosy's bike to get to his home, which is this boat that's docked out, like this ship lifeboat thing that he lives in. And he goes to this bar where his partner and secretary sort of woman, Koki, is working there, and they go off to try and borrow money from this guy, and they almost get nipped, and so like her name gets in the paper, and she gets homeless later in the movie, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so they end up they find out that these two wealthy, this man, this woman, this wealthy couple want one of Jimson's originals, but it's in possession of his ex-wife Sarah. So he tries to get it from her, and but he doesn't get it. And so he goes to visit them, and he finds that one of their walls is like totally just white, and he gets this inspiration to paint this painting of nothing but feet on it. And he calls it, I forget the name of the painting he calls it, but it's this Lazarus. So something about Lazarus, I forget. But so he gets all these models to show their feet, and so he like draws and all that. And then anyway, while he's painting, his this rival comes in, this sculpting rival comes in, and like orders and pushes Jimson around. And while Jimson's out one day, he finds that the rival has this block. Orders this block of cement to lower into their apartment, and so he fights with them, and the block accidentally gets knocked through the wall through the floor, and so he says, "Oh, I'll just work down there," And so Jimson's working up on the top floor, and the rival's working on the bottom floor, and so he ends up having to run away when the couple come home, and they end up falling through the hole, and Jimson puts a rug underneath on top of the hole, and they fall through, and it's sheer slapstick hilarity, and no, it's actually pretty funny. And so anyway, so he escapes, and so he tries again to I'm trying to remember what happens. Oh yeah, he ends up going back to his home, and he finds out that that's when he finds out that Koki was kicked out of her house because she had to run on the lam because her name was in the paper because of the break-in because of the theft they tried to pull earlier in the movie. And so he finds out that all his paintings are in the museum, in this huge museum now. And so while he goes to see him, and he sees Sarah, and so he seduces her back to her place, and he tries to steal one of her originals, and so he asks her to wrap it up, and so she gives it to him, and they take it back. He takes it back to the lifeboat, and he reveals it, and there's my cat. Hello. And so he ends up revealing that it's actually she rolled up a bunch of news toilet papers rolls to look like a painting. And so he goes back to try and like force it out of her, and so but she ends up knocking her unconscious. So he and Nosy run off, run and try to escape. And yeah, so while they're in this abandoned church that's going to be demolished soon, and he finds this really huge big wall, and he gets another inspiration for a new painting. And so he hires all these youth to like paint the wall, and just as they finish, like the rest of the church has been demolished while they were painting, and the last thing to go is this wall. And so the demolishers are like, we gotta finish it, and so he steps back, and then you see a bulldozer come through and knock down the wall, and just all this painting, and it just is just destroyed in seconds. And a few seconds later, we hear a familiar cough, and Koki realizes that Jimson destroyed the wall himself because he didn't want anyone else to do it. And so afterwards, he runs away and steals a boat, and he takes off and just goes off into the sunset, sort of, leaving Koki and Nosy behind. And it's never revealed like where he's going. He just goes off probably to find his next wall, his next inspiration. So yeah, it's a really funny movie. Alec Guinness is a hilarious actor. He does all kinds of good stuff. And yeah, I mean, mostly he did a lot of dramatic roles, and of course, his action roles like with Star Wars and all that. But it's great to see him as a great comedic actor as well. So yeah, I don't know what to give this one. I'm gonna give it. Sure. I don't know what to give this one. I said it was kind of dodgy, but the more I think about it, it is really one of those once you get it, then it makes total sense. So I'm gonna give it an A. I'll just give it an A just because it's a good movie. I don't know if I want to get it because I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was a great watch, and I could tell why it's in the Criterion collection. But I don't know. I just don't know if I really liked it as much as probably everybody else did. But that's just me. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a good movie. Give it an A. So yeah, so I still recommend it. Check it out. It's a good movie. And yeah, that's The Horse's Mouth. Supplements. There's a 2001 video interview with Raoul Neem, director. He talks about most of the making. Alec talks about the music, getting Alec Guinness to write the thing and all that. I guess he had originally Raoul Neem had been approached by the approach to do the movie. Somebody had showed him the book, and he read it, and he's like, "Oh, I can't make this into a movie." Then Alec Guinness gave him the book, and he said, "Maybe we can do this." Because Alec Guinness's approach is a little more, convincing, if you will. Yeah, and he talks about the music and all that good stuff. And then the other thing is a short that was shown by D.A. Pennebaker. There's a short called Daybreak Express, which is this 5-minute short film set to some Duke Ellington tune of like all this of like someone on a train, on a New York train, like a subway, like going through the town, like in fast motion, slow motion, like just as like the sun's rising and all that. And I guess it was shown. The reason why it's included is because it was shown before it opened in 1958. It was shown before the New York theatrical run of The Horse's Mouth. So that's why they Criterion included it. And there's a little introduction by Pennebaker talking about how it got to open The Horse's Mouth. And then, of course, there's a trailer, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, Horse's Mouth, good way to return. Not a bad movie. Yep, there you go. So anyway, so good to be back, sort of, I guess. And so this weekend we got some movies. We got some movies for you. This Sunday, the March 15th. Next time we'll see each other, we'll do Tokyo Olympiad, number 155, and then Monday, Hearts and Minds. And then Tuesday. Oh God. God. No, no, no. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Not another Wes Anderson romp through the forest. Oh, jeez. This is another friggin'. This is gonna be another friggin' Rushmore. But anyway. And then the next four, I think, the next couple, I've requested to the library. The Importance of Being Earnest is After the Royal Tenenbaums, and then Redbeard, Kurosawa! And then two by Renee Claire from Les Millions. One I can't remember the name of, and then the other one, Under the Roofs of Paris, which I had a hard time finding at first, but I found a copy, so those are on their way. And then after that, and I don't remember what's after that, but yeah, we're making progress. So yeah, we'll get to, like I said, we'll get to this one Sunday, Monday, probably Tuesday. And then Thursday, we'll, if I can find time on Thursday, depending on how long that one is, how long The Importance of Being Earnest is, try to do that one, and then, yeah, and then I'm not sure what else there is. So yeah, that's it from me. Yeah, so that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Don't steal paintings. Don't go to jail. What are the bad things? What are some morals? I guess you can find inspiration. If you find inspiration, if you're inspired to paint a painting, don't paint a bunch of feet on a rich couple's wall. There you go. That's a really good moral. Anyway, that's it for me, and we'll see you on Sunday for Tokyo Olympiad. And until then, goodbye.